genou. Garde bien les mains au pantalon. Mets-le par terre. Mets-le par terre. Écrase-le par terre.
Hey guys, so I'm here with Lucas Lepre, who needs no introduction. Lucas is a 9-time world champion. I don't know if you guys know, but also he was my coach for 3 years when I trained in Atlanta. Lucas is known for having great all-around jiu-jitsu, especially his guard passing. But this video, we really wanted to focus on his guard, the sit-up guard. So I think the sit-up guard is like probably one of the most powerful guards in jiu-jitsu for sweeping someone, especially someone a lot larger than you. A lot of people think of like X guard and positions like that, but I've seen Lucas sweep. I mean, you did the absolute Europeans. You swept that Saif guy, who I think is like 300 plus pounds. Swept Kainan Duarte with it. So there's a lot of small details that he does with it that just make it super effective. So since I'm in Charlotte, I wanted to take the opportunity to get him on the channel to show some stuff.
Hey everyone, it's a pleasure to be here at Jonathan's YouTube channel. You know, like we know each other for a long time. Okay, it's a pleasure to be here and show a little bit, you know, about like the concepts that I think is really important you guys know about it, the sit-up guard. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna show you guys the concept that I think is really important, that you guys cannot miss it, about how you guys are gonna control the sit-up guard. Okay, before you eventually sweep your opponent or back take, whatever, okay? Once I'm here on the De La Riva, okay, really important, like, you know, I like to hold the sleeve over here, okay, it's really important, the grip, sleeve, and then also I grab the pants, okay? The De La Riva is gonna be nice and tight all the way up, very close to his hips, okay? This way I can control his knee a little bit better. Okay, if I do it here too shallow, the guy's gonna open the knee and put my De La Riva out. I go all the way up and keep my ankle flex, like so, okay? And my other foot all the way up to his hips, not here, it's not all the way down. All right, that I have a little bit more control and put my opponent a little bit more out of balance, okay? Also, my hips have to be flat, almost on top of his foot. It's not to the side, okay? It stays here, that I have really good control. It'd be easier for me to start putting him out of balance, okay? At this point over here, most of the time, the guy's gonna hold my collar. Exactly. I just start like pushing him forward, okay? I can also, if he drives too much, you know, forward, I bump him a little bit. When he like, you know, block me, and then I push him back. So that's really, really important, especially like when he drive his knee forward and put pressure on me. Looks like I'm gonna fake it, that I'm gonna lift him up. When he base it, is the time that I'm gonna push and sit up. Okay, that's gonna prevent him to start, you know, pass. Another detail that is really important, do not let him grab your pants. I'm gonna keep holding the, now from here, like, you know, I'm gonna keep 1, 2, keep like every time like the guy is gonna start put the pressure on me. Okay, even though the guy is gonna try to push my leg, I just bump him a little bit. When he bases out, and then I just push him. As I sit up, okay, I'm gonna keep my foot over there, keep holding the sleeve, okay, and trap his ankle with my leg, the way that he's not able to backstep, okay? And then I'm gonna hug the guy's leg, look how tight I am. I'm gonna put my arm all the way through, okay? Also, as I start doing this, I'm gonna pull the guy's knee towards me, okay, because from now it's easier for me to reach his lapel, okay? So look how I'm gonna sit up, hug the guy's leg, put my arm as deep as I can, okay? And then I'm gonna bring the guy's knee to me a little bit. That way, when I bend his knee, it's gonna be easier for me to reach his lapel, right? So notice that I do not let it go the sleeve, okay? That's the main detail as well when I sit up guard. Because if I don't have the sleeve, he can base over there and start apply the underhook and start passing. So once I have this grip over here, for me it's fine. Okay, even though the guy is gonna push my leg down and try to, you know, put the pressure on me, he doesn't go much further because of this hand. And immediately, what I'm looking for over here right now is, I want to start like As soon as he push my foot down, I'm going to put my De La Riva in and put my back on the floor again. You see? So I have the De La Riva in plus my right foot behind his leg. Okay, now he can apply the hook. The guy can grab any collar that, you know, he wants. So now I'm going to start now lift him up. Okay, and start go lift. And then I'm going to keep my De La Riva, look at that, and drop my right foot down. And then now, as soon as I go here, and then I give up the De La Riva and start sweep him, start putting the pressure, and start connect the pass right away. Okay? So of course that we do have like so many variations, okay? But this is one that is not very common to happen. So this over here, okay, so as soon as I'm already on the De La Riva, I'm gonna hold the pants and hold the sleeve, okay? So, and then like, I feel that the easiest way for me to control my opponent is that I hold the collar, right? I hold the collar if I try to do other things, you know, but when I try to set up, I feel this control is stronger, okay? I hold it, the guy like, look how my feet is almost together all the way up, okay? My De La Riva is gonna be nice and tight, okay? And start like put the guy out of balance, and then I go over here and sit up. Once I sit up, I drop my foot down, trapping his ankle. My shoulder is gonna be next to his knee, okay? Because if I'm too loose, is when my opponent is gonna push my leg down and start opening the knee over here, like gonna open and put your knee on the floor, like this, your knee on the floor here, like that. That happened a lot, okay? So to prevent this, because now the guy can push my leg and backstep, Zach, and you know, and come back. So to prevent this position, you do need to have your shoulder next and hug it. Look at that, how tight I am, okay? Now I'm gonna bring it and grab the lapel. I need to find a way to grab the lapel without letting go the sleeve, okay? So now from here, my opponent's gonna push down. I'm gonna put my De La Riva right away inside and put my back and bring him to me. Now he's totally out of balance. You know, anything I do over here, like he's just like based, okay? Now is the time that I'm gonna lift him and make him based. I'm gonna push him with my De La Riva one, and my right foot that was behind his leg drop on the floor. When I push him a little bit away from me, now is the time that I come up, okay? That's really, really, really important, because I cannot come up when his weight is on me. It's here, it's gonna be too heavy. As I go, I'm gonna push him and come up right away. I had to get the timing, the moment. Now I'm gonna start pushing him. When I start falling, I'm gonna start falling over here already and connect the pass right away, okay? So I have to do that to prevent him to start like the game and recompose the guard easily.
You get the back a lot from there as well, right?
The back as well.
When they over-defend the single leg takedown?
When like I push you and then I feel that I cannot push you a little bit away from me, look how I do it. Like I'm gonna do this. Let's say that I'm gonna get to the same position. I'm gonna be here, right? Nice and tight. Hold the leg, he's not just here. I'm gonna hug it and push the guy's knee in with my shoulder. Hold the lapel. Once I go over here, put my De La Riva, and get on the same position that we just did it, what happens? Sometimes when I lift my opponent, he's gonna base this hand, but then he's gonna put the weight on me, the way that I'm not able to go. Look at that. I cannot, at this point, I know that's gonna be hard for me to get up, okay? But what happened? Before he come back the hand on my collar, okay, come back the hand. When I go here, he dropped the knee the way that you're doing. It's too heavy. I switch to the triceps right away. Now he cannot put his hand on my collar anymore. Now is the time that I'm gonna like keep pushing him with my hand now. Look at that, and come up over here. If he stays over here, I just jump to the back. Right? Okay. So I can stay here, and then from here I can just go, boom, and get the back take. But once I get the back take, again, my hands goes underneath the armpit, I do not go to the seat belt here because I might be slide down and miss it. As soon as I get over here, my hands go underneath. Now I can push the guys over here with the foot on the floor, and then I'm gonna switch to the back.
All right, guys, we're going to do a few more variations, but real quick, I just want to emphasize on a few things. Some of these really small details, they're the difference between what makes this technique or system work versus like a world-class opponent and not. The small detail Lucas showed about leaning forward and getting your elbow behind their leg. I did a private with Lucas when he was in Sweden last time. That single detail completely changed the position for me. It makes all the difference. That's why it works so well when you're fighting like a really strong, heavy person, is it stops them from being able to get their weight on you. A lot of people, when they do like the single leg, they have that problem. And I was always like kind of a flexible open guard guy. So Lucas always told me in Atlanta, you should start working like the single leg guard. And I was like, no, I like to play like spider guard, open guard, like barambolos, that kind of stuff. And I was always kind of like resistant to working it. And then at some point I started doing it and I actually had more success sweeping guys with that game than I did my traditional game. Even guys who are great wrestlers, like I thought Leo Sajiro is a very good wrestler, scrambling guy. It's very easy to single leg people with that technique. So really pay attention to those small details because you cannot get those anywhere else.